I.C.E. Double Loop Series.
All right, last thing in the loops for the legs. This is a great series. It's totally phenomenal for strengthening inside the hip joint. And now 4 months post-surgery, this is the series that I'm doing, trying to get my hip to go to that next level, okay? So what you're gonna do is go ahead, make sure your straps are on, and we're gonna pull down to about a 45-degree angle, okay? Have you got that? All we're doing is we're just gonna open and close, but we're gonna go out in external and then come in internal, okay? And this time, you take it out, flip it, and then you end up pigeon-toed, okay? What does that feel like, Marcus?
It feels like I'm working my hip flexors, outer hip flexors, upper hip flexors, and on the going inside, I'm working my adductors.
Okay. And because you're moving them, you can get all the fibers all the way across, all down the inner thigh. Let's just reverse that. So come back to the start point for me. Turn them in. Remember, the range of motion is going to be a little bit smaller because you're going out in internal rotation, and then flip them and come back in external. So internal goes out, external goes in. How's that one feel different than the one that you just did?
It just feels, I feel the outer first.
Mm-hmm.
It feels the opposite of how it feels the other way. I just feel the outer, hip flexors and more.
And what's going on in that core?
My core is stable as always.
Oh, stable as always, as yours should be. All right, go ahead and bring that in. And then next we're gonna go to the choo-choo train. So bend the knees just to 90 degrees, open up, turn the feet out. Okay, so that was a 3-part little series there. Then you're gonna do choo-choo train motion with the feet. Now notice Marcus isn't doing a whole lot of knee bending. What he's really trying to do is to feel that deep into the hip socket. Okay, he's stirring the hip socket. Can you feel that? Back to the synovial fluid, which is just the fluids that surround the joints. You can loosen up really well by doing this. And then reverse that choo-choo, going backwards. Feels different, doesn't it? When you reverse directions, it changes the muscle fibers. All right, now we're going to do what we call horizons. So go ahead and stop right there with your hip at 90 degrees. Turn your feet way out. And what I want you to do is pretend like you're looking out onto the beach, and here is the horizon, okay? And you're just going to draw your feet right along the horizon and then bring them right back in. Good. And this actually also gets the inner hamstrings as well. Do you feel any change in the demand on your core in this position, Marcus?
No, you just, either way, the intensity changes a little bit, but you should be used to stabilizing the core during these exercises, and you shouldn't feel that much.
What about the adductors? Anything different in this position?
I feel more of my inner adductors. And if you're squeezing your glutes on the way in, you'll get a little bit of inner glute on the exercise also.
Okay, awesome. And then my favorite, bring the legs totally straight. Turn them in all the way from the hip. Make sure you don't crank the ankles. Keep the ankles straight, and then just tap, 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 tap. Now, I want you to do that breath, 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 breath. And as you're doing the taps, every single time you're getting a little pelvic floor, and then try to send the energy down towards the knees. Can you feel that, Marcus? And go till you feel a nice burn. And then we're going to complete the series by jumping back into that fetal position. And